Hello, my dear friends. Shurma here. A very warm welcome to my show and hope you're having a lovely day. Today I'm going to share with you how to paint friendship roses in one stroke deco art style. So here is the list of materials needed for today's project. To begin with, I have a white watercolor paper which is size 14 centimeters by 12 centimeters. It has a stencilled background with an olive green hue and there is a space for a sentiment. Here is the palette for the roses. Permanent rose, orange, permanent yellow medium and white acrylic, and I will be using a flat brush number 6. So I'm loading the brush with permanent rose and white, and later on I would be adding the other colors. I begin with blocking a little area, the size of the rose I wish to make. I have used permanent rose, a bit of orange and permanent yellow with a flat brush number 4 to loosely make the shape of a rose. So here is the first rose in the making. I have loaded the flat brush number 6 with acrylic white, a bit of orange and yellow. So this rose would be a yellow pinky peachy rose. Recently I was surfing the net and I came across incredible floral images. Must be some kind of digital art, I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I really loved some of the ideas and they have stayed with me. Thought of incorporating them, although in my own version. There are scores of artists out there who showcase their work on the internet, and we as learners are really fortunate that we can get to view such extraordinary work of art, which otherwise would have not been possible to see at all. One such wonderful artist happens to be Mrs. Donna Dewberry. She is an acrylic decorative artist and a craftswoman, and she has developed the one-stroke painting technique, which is all about double loading of the brush, and we can achieve shading and highlighting in one stroke of the brush. Isn't that incredible? Donna ma'am is very inspirational and very generous. She has taught numerous people around the world how to paint, and a whole lot of people have benefited from her painting lessons. I happen to be a great fan of Donna ma'am since last 2 decades. Donna ma'am has a Facebook group called Donna Dewberry Official One Stroke Group. There are a whole lot of artists who are members, and I happen to be a member as well. We are a tight-knit family of artists of all different levels. We share our creations on the group and help, inspire and uplift each other, and it is a very healthy exchange of ideas. Mrs. Kathy B who is also an artist and a member of the group, happens to be a wonderful friend of mine. And yellow peachy roses happen to be her favorite. So today's friendship roses are dedicated to my favorite artist, Donna Ma'am, all my friends on the Facebook group Donna Dewberry Official, and Kathy Ma'am. I hope I'm doing justice to the yellow pinky peachy roses, and I hope that my friends in the group will appreciate my attempt. Thank you so much for all the support. Love you all. On that note, we are back to the painting. I'm still on the first rose and I'm trying to adjust the outer petals. I'm using permanent yellow, permanent rose and orange in different proportions to achieve some kind of variation in the color of the petals. So here is the second rose, and it is much smaller as compared to the first one, as it would be looking away from the first one. The technique for this particular rose will be slightly different as compared to the first one. That is the bottom of the rose. I also went ahead and stamped the sentiment, and you will see it in a bit. There you go. That's the sentiment. At this point, I went back to the first rose. I felt I could add one more petal to the left of the rose as it was looking a bit empty. Right now I'm adjusting the big petal which is jutting out on the left. I keep adding color until and unless I am happy with the result. Well, it's time for the foliage. This is the palette. I have deep green, yellow ochre, olive and white acrylic and a flat brush number 6. I have yellow ochre on flat brush number 6 and I am just blocking the area underneath the petals, and that will help to bring them to the foreground. That technique of messing with the finger, that is a wonderful thing to do. It helps to fade the color into the background. Here I'm back with deep green and olive. Here are the one-stroke style leaves in the making. Aren't they magical? So here I have loaded the flat brush number 6 with deep green, olive and white. But at this point, this particular leaf, you see, here there is ochre and a bit of deep green as well as white. In case you are new to one-stroke decorative style of painting, then I would encourage you to visit my past videos, and I would be very happy to drop some of the links in the description box below. This is the stem of the second rose and those tiny leaves which emerge from the point of the stem. I went ahead and added some more slider leaves to balance the image. Once done, I mounted the panel on a white note card, and that is a wrap on today's project. This is the vertical version of the same card. Hope you enjoyed watching me paint the beautiful friendship roses in one-stroke deco art style. I'm really glad you stayed with me till the end. Please follow me on my social media handles, and it would be a great pleasure to be in touch with you. We'll be back soon with more interesting painting videos. Till then, stay tuned. Bye-bye.